Former prisoners, did guards ever ignore your medical needs? I almost died because of them. It started when I woke up with this pulsing pain in my jaw. I knew right away it was an abscess. I've had dental problems before, but this was different. The pain was deep and sharp, like someone had jammed a nail into my tooth and kept hitting it with a hammer. I was only 4 months into my sentence and figured a nurse visit would be simple. But at morning count, when I told the guard I needed to see medical for my tooth, he walked by me. The pain got much worse, much quicker. It went from a drilling pain to feeling like molten lava was being poured onto my tooth constantly. I could barely speak. I asked the guard again during yard that I needed to see medical, but he just looked at me like I was a pathetic dog who didn't deserve human rights. He scoffed and asked me if I didn't get the memo earlier this morning. I was fed up at this point. I told him I didn't get the memo and needed to see medical. Well, he punched me right in the area of my face that I said was hurting. I grimaced in pain. I knew I could probably have mauled him there and then. He was fat and out of shape, but doing so would just lengthen my sentence. And so I swallowed my pride and begged for something, anything, some way to see medical. He scoffed at me, but said something. He told me to fill out a form if it was really that bad before walking off. I felt a small glimmer of hope. I filled that form out, barely able to write from how bad I was hurting, and dropped it in the box. But as suspected, nothing came of it. Even worse, that searing pain had spread from just my mouth, and by dinner, the pain was in my ear and traveling down my neck. It was now just as sharp as it was hot. It felt like I was being tortured. I couldn't eat or drink. It hurt that bad. I asked a different guard in the chow hall to let me see medical. He just said, "Everyone's got a toothache. Sit down." That night I didn't sleep. I lay there curled up, hands on my face, rocking back and forth. It was the first time in my adult life I cried from physical pain. Every pulse felt like fire. I couldn't focus. I couldn't eat. I couldn't write to my daughter like I usually did. One side of my face swelled up overnight. I got up looking like a zombie with a baseball under his skin. One eye had started puffing up. Even the guys around me started to get worried. One older guy told me, "That gets in your blood. It'll kill you." So I went to the guard again. This time when he saw me, he did a double take. "Wow, guess that tooth really did hurt," he told me. "Here's another form," he said, giving me another useless piece of paper. But I was desperate. I filled it out. Even wrote URGENT on it. I could barely hold the pen. I showed my face to all the guards I saw that day, but they didn't care. "You're not bleeding. You're not dying," they said. By day 3, I couldn't even sit up. I was hot and cold at the same time, sweating through my clothes. I kept moaning and twitching in my bunk. I remember genuinely wanting to just die. It was that bad. My cellmate called for help. When a guard finally came, he looked disturbed but just said he'd log it. That's all. I collapsed in the shower that afternoon, and finally they took me to the infirmary. Not because a guard deemed it, but because someone in the prison, an elder in with the guards, told them to. I don't know what happened next, but I heard that the nurse took one look at me and went pale. She sent me straight to the hospital. Turns out the infection had spread to my blood. They said I was heading towards sepsis. They rushed me into surgery. If I'd waited another day, I'd probably be dead. That's what doctors said. When I woke up, I was in a hospital bed, handcuffed. My sister was next to me crying. She had a card for my daughter, stars and love hearts on it. I couldn't even speak. The pain was still unbearable, but better. My sister just held my hand. I stayed in that hospital for 5 days. The second I could chew again, I was sent back. And the worst part? Nothing was ever done. Back in prison, things got even worse. Some guards began avoiding me. Others started acting colder than before. I even stopped getting my mail on time. I stopped getting responses to requests. They punished me because of their mistakes. What a sick, fed-up system.